All right. I'm going to start back to doing tarot when I have time, which is now. I'm going to start with Aries. As you know, Aries is action-oriented, courageous, straightforward, aggressive, impulsive, and excitable. I have a good friend who is an Aries, and my son is an Aries. They are very interesting. I'm starting out with the Witch's Tarot. Yes, Aries can be stubborn. I know there's one tarot reader that, since Aries is associated with wands or a stick, they say Aries will get their sticks out and beat the heck out of you. And he tells them, put away their sticks. So yeah, put away your sticks. In the world? Okay. Issues. I'm hoping, my cats try to jump on this. The table I usually use is currently being used by two of my cats. Big babies. This is October, what is today? 5th, I think. 6th, 7th. Anyway, the time just changed. I'd say my reading is timeless. Whenever you click on this reading is when you're supposed to. I myself do not believe in several deities. I only believe in one God. And that everyone has free will. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. Also, if it's not your reading, there may be other readers out there that will have what you need. And that is too many. The tarot is for everybody. Like I said, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't put it on. There's thousands, maybe millions of Aries out there. And it won't be for every single one. If everyone was alike in their life story, it would be boring. This is a general. It could be for love, work, home life, whatever. All right. Let's see who pops out. Now I don't do kind of make up my own spread. One that works best for me. And there's still too many. Now look, I just want one. Just one. There we go. There's one. Okay. And I don't read reversals unless I absolutely have to. You have the Six of Pentacles. Oh my. This has to do with wealth. This is a guy. It looks like he's giving his kids their allowance. You see. Looks like the old dad's giving their allowance to them. And they got their hands open. So, we got some money come in. 6 can be cooperation or harmony. Oh, I want that one. And this one. King of Wands and the Seven of Wands. The King, he's sitting there. Got a smirk on his face on this card. I mean, does it not look like a smirk? He's like, I got this. Seven of Wands, yeah. Get 2 more cards, please. There's one. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, we've got Pentacles. We've got Earth signs and fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Temperance. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I say the 6 Pentacles is a base. Each one influences. Give me just a minute. As Miss Mary says. Well, you see, you've done something creative. I mean, you've got blooms on your wand here, and that makes me think of biblical stories where when they chose, I think, a priest or something, prophet, Aaron's rod bloomed. Aaron was the brother of Moses. And yeah, it shows like this one bloomed. These two just have buds. These two just have buds. This has a couple of blooms. But this one that he's got in his hand is full force. It just bloomed right out there, and yeah, you see, this is it. So it looks like it done to me with all, you had a creative endeavor, and it brought forth fruit, abundance. You balanced out, and with this abundance and balancing out, you're able to give, not necessarily to children, excuse me, but to anyone. You have the abundance, no, JJ, to give, which is always great. I mean, it's always better to give than receive, but if you give, the balancing out will always bring you great success. It's the good karma, basically. That's what I see it as. People always, not always, but I've always seemed to hear them say, when something bad happens, oh, it's their karma. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, the King of Wands, he's a natural born leader. He has vision, an entrepreneur. He has it's upside down. They have impulsiveness, haste, and high expectations. That's an air sign in general. That's an Aries. It's not necessarily the King of Wands. Aries has vision. They like to start stuff. They go, 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 go. And this king, he's got it all. He's got it figured out. He's the top of his suit. Yeah. And whatever idea that he has conquered came from this. Because you see, the bloom in this rod is sitting in his hand. So yeah, and it all worked out for your Nine of Pentacles, for money. The Nine of Pentacles is, it's great. You have wealth, maybe an inheritance. You know, it's also gratitude, luxury, self-sufficiency, which would attribute to this because you're self-sufficient. You balanced out what you made from this idea to get this. Temperance can also be patience, moderation, balance. So you took what you had over here, balanced it out, and got this so you can give. Now I can clarify these, but I get it. I see what it means. I know I read differently than others. Some may say, oh, that's backwards. This is just how I feel to do. My, whatever they call it, intuition. I mean, you took what you started with. I would say, got comfortable. You owned it. You owned it. You balanced it out and got money. You see, I don't see it any other way, necessarily. Didn't see what at the bottom of the deck. No, Simba. Oh no, this does make sense. The bottom of the deck is Ten of Swords. That's when you hit rock bottom. When you're down and out, you just feel like that's it. The swords are all on your back. So you took that, you learned from it, you got back on your horse, so to speak. You kicked butt, got in your power, balanced it out, got money, and now you're able to do what you want to with it. That's to me, it's obvious. Let me put that. I mean, in the Ten of Swords, in this one, they have an owl in a tree. The owl is usually represented with wisdom. Sorry, I don't know why my throat's so scratchy. No, I don't have COVID. I was spraying some roaches, and I think I inhaled a little too much of the spray. That's okay. That's okay. I'm looking up at something about Aries on the internet. I could have swore, I don't know. I could have swore I saw something fascinating, but I can't find it. And it came to my head as I was doing this. Anyway, give me just a minute. My brain is numb and I feel dumb. Yeah. This thing gonna do right. Oh, there it is. Now I'm trying to study, like the astrology part, which has always been very confusing to me. Like the cardinal signs and that wheel, and I've just always had trouble for some reason. I don't know, it don't click one thing at a time. Oh, another thing just clicked on me. The Seven of Wands is basically defending your actions or beliefs. Willow. But when you go to explain to them, you're sure of yourself being the king. Anyway, I rambled on long enough. I am going to pull an oracle from the Gratitude Oracle by Miss Angela Fairchild. Artistry by Josephine Wall. And by the way, the artistry on this Josephine Wall, you can find puzzles with her artwork at Walmart. I've noticed they have several, I think 1,000-piece puzzles. Absolutely beautiful artwork. And I think maybe if you Google Josephine Wall, it's J-O, let's see. Yeah. It's the, whoop, I have trouble aiming this, Josephine Wall. Angela Hartfield wrote it, and Josephine Wall was the artist, and her artwork can be found online in puzzles or just prints. But I love her work with the colors. They just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this is Gratitude Oracle. And I don't know why they always make Oracle cards so doggone big. I mean, most people don't have hands this big. I don't. So I have to shuffle them, you know, like this. And I can't wrap my hands around the end, so I have to kind of bend them. Okay. Let's see what the top one has. It is Companionship, number 32. And let me turn that. See how pretty that is. I love blues and purples. "32, Companionship. Having someone to interact with, share an interest with, eat meals with, or just talk to is a reason for gratitude. Knowing you have a friend you can call on or spend time with can make a huge difference in your life. When you have no plans to see anyone, your attention to personal grooming may slide. You may not be interested in exercising or trying something new on your own. Spending time with a friend will have you motivated, moving, and giving extra time to your self-care. There are benefits to sharing your thoughts with someone. When you pass along something you have read and found interesting, or provide a listening ear to someone, you are connecting with the world and moving from inside your head. An engaging conversation can dispel loneliness or low energy. Social interaction helps to elevate your interest in life. Regular engagement with others is linked to feeling happier and more content. Companionship is not limited to human connections. There's a lot to gain and much love to be realized from having a pet. I have a dog and 13 cats, okay? Owning a dog, cat, fish, or bird can stimulate your desire to care. Contentment and reciprocated love come from companionship with animals. Having an animal in your care can enhance your happiness and reduce stress levels. And I put animals, I know with cats and dogs, have unconditional love. That's why when we lose one, it hurts so bad. And sometimes it almost stings worse than losing a human in our lives, because the cats and dogs have that unconditional love. I mean, they can get in trouble, scold them, and the very next day they're greeting you at the door, wanting to be loved on, giving you love back. It's just amazing. Okay, and the man holds a woman's hand a while, seeming to propose to her. This is what this picture is. There's a man and this woman. There's another head behind her. I guess that's a tree. This proposal may pertain to a commitment or decision that is being contemplated. The purple and blue hues of the woman's dress can be an indication of the crown and throat chakras. This is a reminder to make sure you are paying attention to your spiritual guidance while openly expressing your desires. The pink hues in the woman's hair may be referring to listening. Pink may also suggest an opportunity, new love is coming. The crane flying in the background, where is he? Okay, clear up here. May be a reminder to look up. Cranes can indicate success, or inspiration to trust the universe. There is potential for new opportunities. The peacocks in the foreground. I always look at these things where it says foreground. I don't see peacocks. Oh, duh, right here. Are a representation of kindness, integrity, and diligence. Affirmation. I am grateful for the love and support I receive through companionship. And these cards, like I said, this idea may have required companionship. You may have had to have somebody help you. Actually, I am going to pull one card as confirmation from a different deck. I'm pulling this from the regular Rider-Waite deck. Let me just shuffle real quick. I usually try to sit there and shuffle just to practice. These cards have teeth indentions because my dog got a hold of my tarot card pouch. Yeah, Queen of Swords. It's air energy. Brain just quit working. The queens are usually the keeper and influencer of their suit. So this queen is the keeper and influencer of the swords. She is the thinker. She creates logic in her world. So that's where the thought comes from for this idea. And the magician. Have everything at his dispense to make all this happen so you can give. But be on the lookout for someone to help you. Because when you are down and out with this Ten of Swords, I mean, the guy couldn't pull the swords out by himself. He would have required someone else to. Maybe a friend, a companion, to help him pull those 10 swords out of his back so he can get on his way. Well, that's the end. I will get better at this, I promise. God bless.